Hello friends, welcome to IntelliGear and this review of the Gerber folding saw. So I picked this up, I've had this at least 5 years. And I've had the opportunity to use it a few times. Seems to work pretty nice. Mine came with this nice nylon carrying case, Velcro top. This is an add-on I did. This rope here is just a little bit of added cordage and makes a nice handle. So I put that on there, and it's a pretty simple operation. We'll get to the saw itself in a moment, but I wanted to point out because the saw has an option of a different blade, so you could have a wood blade and a bone blade if you were a hunter, and that fits down in this pouch, the extra blade, so you can actually carry multiple blades with you. I thought that was pretty handy. The only thing that's not handy is I've looked around in stores for the extra blades and they don't sell them. They only sell them online, so you know how you say, oh, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. Man, I've been saying I'm going to get an extra blade forever. I just need to go on Amazon, I guess, and find one. So that's the case. It has a little belt loop here, which is worthless. I don't even have a belt skinny enough to put that on there. But I guess it could be a good attachment point if you wanted to devise some kind of way to put it on the outside of your pack. I just put this in one of my side pouches on my backpack. So pretty good. It's kind of got a molded, it's soft, but it's kind of got like a molded texture or shape to it, if you will. Alright, so that's the case, and we'll get right into the saw here. So the first thing I wanted to point out is it's a plastic handle, but you have these rubber inserts here, so you can really grip it, and they kind of provide a little padding. It's especially nice when you're wearing gloves because it gives a good positive grip for you when you're wearing your gloves. And without, but I try to wear my gloves whenever I'm doing any kind of dangerous stuff like cutting things. Alright, so the way you open this is there's a button here. You just push that with your thumb, and then the saw blade just comes right out. And it is a locking blade, so it's pretty convenient. It's not going to fold up on you. I've never had a problem. And you can see you got nice sharp teeth here. And it's kind of interesting the way they do these teeth. There's like a smaller tooth on this side with a ridge that rides up to the bigger point over here. So you get cutting action both ways. Now the thing I've learned with this saw is this blade, it bends a little. It's not going to break on you, but when you're pushing forward on the saw, it has a tendency when you're pushing forward to kink on you sometimes. So what I've learned to do is just lightly go forward with the saw and then pull down harder when you're pulling back toward you. So that way it doesn't bend and kink on you. And then it's pretty easy to take off and change blades. You just have a little thumb screw here, and they put a little thing here if you want to do it with a screwdriver, or you can just do that with your thumbs. And then as you saw on the handle, they provide a little hole there so you can do something like this or whatever. Okay, so I just thought I'd come out in the backyard. Had this big branch fall off the tree during a storm this winter, and I really haven't felt like messing with it with the wind and everything. So I just thought I'd give a little demonstration as to how this works and how effective it is. And you can see that's what will happen if you get a little too zealous it'll kink on you and then it'll bend, and then you're screwed. So that being said, we'll try to bend it back a little. A lot more difficult with the bent blade. You know, you don't have a vise or something out in the woods, some way to straighten that, and how are you gonna keep operating? Look at that, man, just noodled right over. Got the dog out here with us. Try to bend this back. I don't know if that's even salvageable. This might go under one of those man, look at that. Oh man. Man, if we had to count on this for our survival, I think we'd be hurting. That was a lot of work with that bending that blade, you know. This nut keeps coming undone. I don't know if you could tighten it up more with a screwdriver, but look at that. Wow. All right, so there you have it. Did not pass the test. Now, one thing I do have to say is that I've never tried to cut a branch that big, and I'm kind of glad that I did this video because this is coming out of my backpack. There's some other alternatives out there. I've been eyeballing a handheld chainsaw. It's kind of like those commando saws, but it's actually got chainsaw teeth that cut both ways, and you pull it back and forth. When I get my hands on one of those, I'll do a review on that. Hopefully it'll hold up better than this thing did. So, and one other thing I was thinking is, you know, if this happens to you, if you decide to go with one of these, if you're not too worried about what happened to me in my backyard, with the blade still in the wood, maybe you could try to bend it back, you know, to get that kink out or something. That's the only thing I could think about if you were out in the woods, and I don't know, man, I think you'd be up a creek. It took quite a bit more effort to get that branch sawed all the way through once this blade bent. I mean, it's even bent down here. So there you have it. So this is IntelliGear. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoy the videos, please hit the like button. If you really enjoy them, hit the subscribe button and you'll be up to date on my latest videos. Thanks for watching. Be well, friends.